Hi, Poppy. How are you? Nice
Rachel, nice to meet you.
to meet you. I love your character because she's always up to something. Like every
Yes.
time we catch her, she's up to some shit. And I'm always,
Creepy, freaky stuff.
like, what's she doing? Well, why is she in this trash can?
Yeah.
And
Why?
why are you in the trash can? But for you, she is kind of like she's like you said, she's into creepy, weird shit. But it's fun to kind of like be like, all right, what's she doing? What's going on now? So how do you kind of approach a character like that, where it's fun for us watching, but
Yeah.
like you're bringing her weirdness to life in a way that is captivating to watch when we get to see it.
I think it's like the high and low of everything. It's like she's doing creepy stuff, but also like has like a fully beat face, like ha is like always wearing like some like interesting vintage and or designer thing, like has like long ombre nails, is like very, it's like she's doing freaky stuff, but it almost as though she's like like handling fine art, but it's like what? It's like a tampon, a used tampon, you know? So like I think it's the high and low of it, but I think in her own head, in my head as Greta, like like well, I mean, I like that she's like an enigma. You don't know what she's up to until the very end, but because I know what she's up to at the very end, it like makes sense to be like, okay, like that's just my goal. These are the things that I'm doing to get to that. And I feel like if you zoom out of any of our lives and you take like a split moment when we're like deep in our own craft or our own work or our own whatever, like we're doing wild things. Like I even think, if someone were to like just drop in and be a fly on the wall, if I'm like rehearsing a scene to myself and I'm like talking to myself, like whatever, it looks insane on the
Yeah.
outside, but you're like, oh no, like this is part of my process and it makes sense. So I think for her to normalize all of it, it was never like I have to like there's both like a very much you're very present with what you're doing and you're also kind of like a little disembodied because you're thinking about the big picture of what it is and like um but then like when you look at every micro moment, you're like, you're so freaky. Why are you doing that? But um it makes sense to her.
Yeah, and I love her. Like you said, I do like that the first time we meet her, she's wearing like lingerie almost while like cleaning.
Her lingerie, like her hair is like fully done. It has like a full face of makeup on. It's like probably like 5 a.m.
But with a character like this, that is kind of like the whole time we're like checking with her and wondering what's going on and what she's doing next. What do you hope audiences take away when they get to see the show and meet her and kind of go on that little journey with her every week?
I think that I hope they just like keep kind of like simultaneously scratching their heads and also being like, I need to know more. Like I must know more. And like I hope they go on their own little like murder mystery puzzle solving, like mental gymnastics spree. Um, and also like, yeah, I don't know. I think all of her freaky stuff aside, I hope they just appreciate aesthetically what Greta is bringing to the table because like no one is asking her to do this, but she's showing up to work because she's at work when she's at the Mandel twins apartment looking the way that she does. Like, so that's 2 to 3 hours every morning. If she's there at 5 a.m., she's getting up at 2 a.m. to do this entire look. Think about that.
And I love her for it. I love that that is what she has chosen to do with her life. I think she's fascinating. Thank you so much for talking with me today. I
Thank
really
you, Rachel. Sorry about the
appreciate
fire.
it for people to get
Be
to see.
careful. Don't light any candles right now. We're
Nope,
all,
no.
yeah, things are too precarious right now. Two fire alarms? Come on.
I gotta watch. Good one.
Bye.